Well, hello, Richard.
Avery, how are you? Are you keeping cool on this sweltering, hottest day of the year here in Toronto?
I wish it felt sweltering in this newsroom. Honestly, I just had to take a coat off in order to come and chat with you because it's freezing in here.
This is the divide between men and women at work. We have that argument here at work at my place, too, all the time. A lot of the women here, they're cold.
The guys are all bundled up, too. Although,
really?
Yeah.
Is it that cold?
You know, this is a very exciting day for Mr. Talbot.
Oh, why is that?
Because he has, I believe it to be his first piece of journalism that's, I mean, he's always funny on the air, but he's pitched a story and it's going to be on, we don't know yet, it's still in editing. I don't know if he got it in there late, but it's going to be airing in a few minutes on City. I'm very excited about this.
He thinks he's a regular Peter Mansbridge right now.
Dan Rather, I think.
Dan Rather.
And right now he's trying to distract me from talking because he gets jealous when we talk. He's got one of those fidgets on his nose and he's spinning it around and trying to distract me.
Just like Dan Rather used to do.
Yeah, Dan Rather wouldn't do that, says Mr. Southern, who knows these things. On to business.
I can't wait for that Talbot report.
On to business. Listen to NAFTA. U.S. and Mexico, they've agreed to a timetable for NAFTA talks, and we could see a renegotiated settlement quicker than everyone was sort of thinking.
Sure could. So we're going to see the leaders, Trump, Trudeau, the president of Mexico. They're all going to get together starting August 16th in Washington, and they've agreed to a pretty quick timetable here. So we're hearing, Avery, the plan is to hold 7 rounds of talks in 3-week intervals. The talks could actually be wrapped up by the end of the year if everything goes smoothly. A lot at stake here. Over $1 trillion of trilateral trade is what NAFTA governs. Look for lumber issues to be front and center. Of course, the U.S. has already taken aim at Canadian lumber, putting some tariffs in place there. The auto industry as well could be on the table. A lot of trade as far as auto is concerned goes across the U.S.-Canadian border. Dairy, another hot topic. And, you know, the Canadian government currently allows U.S. goods valued up to $20 to enter the country without duty. The U.S. wants that to go up to $800. Avery, that could make things a lot cheaper online if we're buying them out of the U.S. Could also hurt Canadian retailers here at home. So it'll be interesting to see how these NAFTA talks go. Yeah,
really, a lot of people are watching that closely. I'm irritated to hear that insurance rates are going up again. I mean, it's just that you get dinged. Driving a car really is a very expensive proposition.
Sure is. And we got a report in today that said auto rates here in Ontario went up another 1.25% on average in the last quarter, in the last 3 months. And auto insurance rates here in Ontario, about the highest in Canada. The average insurance premium above $1,400, almost 55% higher than the average of all the other jurisdictions in Canada. And you remember back in 2013, the Liberals here in Ontario, they promised to reduce auto insurance premiums by 15% by August 2015. That hasn't happened and could be another hot topic in next year's election campaign, Avery.
I'm really trying to pay attention. I'm really trying to. Can you move the camera over so you can just at least see Richard and everyone what I have?
He's still fidgeting? He's still on his fidget spinner?
Can you see he's fidgeting it on his nose?
Yeah, this is something that, you know, kids do. This is elementary school stuff.
I asked him before we came on air, how old are you? He's 42 years old.
And we learned last week, he's got an Atari under his desk.
I don't know if you saw it, but it actually wiped out on his nose. There could be a lawsuit brewing with the fidget folks. Do you have any cash in your wallet?
No. But that's because I work in radio, though, Avery.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's just interesting how few people carry paper money. I don't know that I like the fact that retailers want to ban it.
Yeah, well, the credit card companies are the ones looking at Target. They have, of course, a big interest in you not using cash. And so Visa recently said it would give some restaurants that agree to ditch cash for good up to $10,000 for marketing and point-of-sale technology. You know, both Visa and MasterCard have made big inroads recently. They handled more than $4 trillion in payments just last year. But at the same time, the number of paper bills out there have increased, and almost 60% of transactions in North America still done with paper money. But Visa and MasterCard want to take aim at that. Those stocks have done well, Avery, and it's for one big reason. Amazon, the thinking is the more money that goes on Amazon, the more credit card transactions we'll see. So that's why traders are buying credit card stocks these days.
Listen, I saw this online. I actually didn't click on the story because I knew I would be irritated. But tell me about Audi, some ad sort of comparing women to used cars.
Yeah, we're going to show it to you. It's an ad that aired in China, and it opens with a young couple just about to get married when the groom's mother interrupts the ceremony to inspect the bride after yanking her nose and her ears and prying her mouth open. The mom appears to be satisfied and gives the couple the okay, though she casts one more disapproving look at the bride's chest before the scene changes to an Audi car driving. The voiceover, Avery, is an important decision must be made carefully. So a statement from Audi says they regret if this was taken the wrong way, but clearly a very distasteful commercial and a lot of outrage about this in China on some of the social media networks there.
And to think that a bunch of folks were sitting around a boardroom somewhere thinking this is a great way to sell our car.
Probably a bunch of men sitting around the boardroom.
I wasn't going to go there, but I'm glad you did. Thanks so much for that. Star Wars theme parks, Disney building now. They're going to have a Star Wars hotel.
Star Wars Hotel in Orlando, and we're getting a few pictures, some artist renderings about this. It shows, you know, people looking out the window at some galactic views. There's droids running around. Disney says it's going to be an immersive experience where guests wear costumes. There's actors around playing Star Wars characters. So Disney going all in on Star Wars, and it could actually help out the stock, according to some of the analysts I'm talking to, Avery. This opens in 2019.
Awesome. Pleasure to talk to you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.